in St. Louis Sewer District. Roll call.
All right, Trustee Wabi's not here yet. Ms. Kistner.
Present.
Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison.
Yes.
All right, we have a quorum.
Approval of the Journal of the Proceeding Minutes, August 8th, 2024. That'd be for the 1,687th meeting.
So move.
Second.
There are no comments by the chair. Report of the board committees. Trustee Watson with the Audit Committee.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Audit Committee, September the 3rd, 2024. Board of Trustee report. Audit Committee met on September the 3rd at 7:30 a.m. The meeting was attended in person by Trustees Evans, Nicholasison, Kistner, and Wilson, with Trustees Wabi and Watson attending online. Chairperson Watson called roll and had no introductory comments. The minutes of the July 30th Audit Committee meeting were approved. Next, internal audit presented 2 reports for auto engagements that consisted of reviews of 2 cloud computing environments, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure and Microsoft Azure. The audit procedures consist of reviews and assessments of configurations and security controls for the 2 environments. The configurations of the 2 environments were compared to the best practice configurations as published by the Center of Internet Security. The engagements received a satisfactory opinion. 11 opportunities for improvement for the 2 engagements combined were presented and discussed with the committee. To put the results in context, the best practice publication consists of 790 pages of guidance regarding environment configurations. No significant items either individually or in the aggregate were identified in either engagement. The majority of recommendations involved were minor adjustments to configurations to one of the various areas of 2 environments. Questions were addressed by staff as they were received from the committee. The next audit committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. The meeting was adjourned at approximately 7:47 a.m. This concludes the audit committee report.
Thank you, Trustee Watson. Trustee Kistner with the Program Management Committee, please.
Good evening. The Program Management Committee met on September 3rd, 2024 at 7:52 a.m. The meeting was attended by Trustees Kistner, Evans, Wilson, Nicholasison, and Wabi and Watson online. Chairperson, I called roll and had no further comments. The minutes of the July 30th, 2024 Program Management meeting were approved. The agenda items to be introduced tonight were presented and discussed, including a detailed discussion regarding the following items. Ordinance number 16443, staff provided details of CSO volume reduction green infrastructure grant being awarded to Greenwood Cemetery for construction of volume reducing permeable paving to reduce combined sewer overflows to the Mississippi River for the CSO long-term control plan. Ordinance number 16445, staff discussed a planned supplemental appropriation to the sanitary relief project. Mr. Unverferth detailed the need of additional funds to address unforeseen subsurface materials encountered during construction. These materials required additional shoring, utility relocations, additional excavation, and significant pavement replacement. Staff addressed questions from myself regarding the additional costs and the initial design of the project. Ordinance numbers 16446 through 16450. Staff reviewed the details and bid information for 5 construction projects bid over the last month. The ordinances proposed will authorize contracts and appropriate the necessary funds for the projects. Staff indicated that 3 of the projects would be receiving grant reimbursement of 80 to 90% from the American Rescue Plan Act, being administered through the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. Ordinance numbers 16451 through 16454. Staff requested authorization to enter into intergovernmental agreements with the cities of Olivet and Frontenac located within the Deer Creek OMCI, the City of St. John and the Coldwater Creek OMCI, and the City of University City located in the University City OMCI. The agreements will allow MSD to reimburse the municipalities for stormwater planning, design, and construction as parts of the district's OMCI reimbursement program. In other business, a presentation was given by Mr. Unverferth to update the board on the progress of 4 major capital improvement projects being constructed over the next 14 to 16 years. These 4 projects will comprise of approximately 60 to 70% program dollars over this period. The presentation included project sheets for each of the projects and a location map of all active major projects. Staff answered questions from Trustee Wabi regarding the WWTP nutrient removal projects being designed later this year. Staff periodically update the board to ensure they are well informed on these projects. The next committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for October 1st, 2024. The meeting was adjourned at 8:22 a.m. This concludes the Program Management Board comment report.
Thank you, Trustee Kistner. Trustee Evans with the Finance Committee.
Thank you. Finance Committee met on September 3rd, 2024 at 8:23 a.m. The meeting was attended by Trustees Wilson, myself, Nick Azison, Kistner, with Trustees Watson and Wabi online. I call roll and had no further comments. The minutes of the July 30th Finance Committee meeting were approved. The following agenda items to be introduced tonight were presented and discussed by Tim Snoke. Introduction and adoption of proposed ordinance number 16456, subordinate wastewater system revenue bonds 2024B. The district requires long-term financing to rehabilitate the wastewater system public sewers using the cured-in-place pipe or other approved methods to reduce inflow and infiltration. The ordinance is authorizing funding through a loan agreement with the Missouri Department of Natural Resources for up to $13 million and a grant agreement for up to an additional $1 million. Introduction and adoption of proposed ordinance number 16457, subordinate wastewater system revenue bonds 2024C. Board authorization is required for the district to issue series 2024C bonds to finance MSD project number 12565, wastewater treatment facility fluidized bed incinerators. This ordinance is authorized funding through a direct loan agreement with the Missouri Department of Natural Resources for up to $640 million. Introduction and adoption of proposed ordinance number 16458, pension investment consultant. This ordinance authorizes a contract with NEPC LLC, whereby NEPC will act as the employee pension fund investment consultant for the district and provide outsourced chief investment officer service for the district's defined benefit plan and advisory services for the deferred compensation plan and defined contribution plan. This action authorizes a flat fee contract with NEPC for investment, OCIO, and advisory services for 1 year with the possibility of 4 additional renewal years. Other items discussed during the committee meeting included the following. Mike Comstock of Aon presented a review of the investment plan returns relating to defined benefit, defined contribution, and deferred compensation plans for the second quarter of 2024. Mike reviewed the return on plan assets compared with the applicable benchmarks. He indicated that the defined benefit plan returned 0.6% in the second quarter, which was slightly higher than the policy benchmark return of 0.8%, slightly less rather than the policy benchmark of 0.8%. For the 12-month period through June 30, 2024, the plan returned 9.6%, which exceeded the policy benchmark of 8.8%. He also reviewed the investment management fees associated with the plans and indicated that the district's fees were less than those charged to its institutional peers. Director of Finance Marion G. discussed the need to schedule a special board meeting in late September to consider the district's final property tax rates. Secretary Treasurer Tim Snoke reviewed the district's operating fund portfolio as of August 29, 2024. Tim indicated that the portfolio is in compliance with the district's investment policy. The next committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. The meeting is adjourned at 9:17 a.m. This concludes the Finance Committee Board Comments report.
Thank you, Trustee Evans. Trustee Wilson with the Stakeholder Relations Committee.
Thank you. Stakeholder Relations Committee meeting board comments report. The Stakeholder Relations Committee met at district headquarters on September the 3rd, 2024 at 9:58 a.m. The meeting was attended by Chairperson Wilson and Trustees Evans, Kistner, Nicholson, and online with Trustees Wabi and Watson. I called the roll and had no further comments. The minutes of the July 30th, 2024 Stakeholder Relations Committee meeting were voted on and approved. The first agenda item was a presentation by Bess McCoy regarding post-contract customer surveying results. Best begin by providing the trustees with a brief overview of MSD's research programs, specifically as it relates to customer surveying and the frequency at which results will be presented to the board. She introduced Braxton Payne and Mac Bradley of Standpoint Public Affairs as members of the consulting team involved in MSD surveying programs. Best explained the types of research to include quantitative and qualitative from a scientific approach and also directional. Braxton continued the presentation and illustrated the surveying methodology, results of district-wide public opinion surveys, and post-contact survey results. He then discussed the annual customer satisfaction survey results and provided a sample of the questions asked of MSD customers. Finally, he illustrated the key takeaways from the results of these surveys. There's no board action required at this time. The next item was a discussion by Tracy Coleman regarding a resolution for reappointment of a civil service commissioner. This resolution will formally acknowledge the reappointment of Mary Lynn Sims to the Civil Service Commission for a second and final 3-year term. This is resolution number 3917 on the September board agenda. The next item was a discussion by Tracy Coleman regarding 3 resolutions for the district's group benefits plan. These resolutions will authorize the district to enter into the first 1-year renewal terms with Cigna for group dental and medical plan, and the second 1-year renewal with National Vision Administrators, LLC, for the group vision plan. These are resolution numbers 3914, 3915, and 3916 on the September board agenda. The next agenda item was a discussion by Jason Stockman regarding an ordinance for implementation service software upgrade and cloud hosting of Maximo work order system. The ordinance will authorize the district to enter into a contract with IBM to implement the required upgrade of the Maximo order tracking used by operations for the first year of cloud and support services. This is ordinance number 16455 on the September board agenda. The next agenda item was a presentation of the semi-annual regulatory compliance report by Brian McGowan. Brian's presentation covered the reporting period of January 1 through June 30th, 2024. The report included a summary of treatment plant compliance measures, customer service response rates, and collection systems maintenance-related backup and overflow metrics. There is no board action required at this time. At approximately 9:58 a.m., Chairperson Wilson requested a vote to move the meeting into closed session to discuss personnel actions under Section 610, 21.3 RSMO and legal, confidential, or privileged matters under Section 610, 21.1 RSMO and sealed bids and related documents until the bids are open, and sealed proposals and related documents or any documents related to a negotiated contract until a contract is executed, or all proposals are rejected under Section 10, 21.12 RSMO. At approximately 10:19 a.m., Chairperson Wilson requested a vote to return the meeting to open session. The meeting was adjourned at 10:20 a.m. The next tentative meeting date is October the 1st, 2024. This concludes the stakeholder relations comment board.
Thank you, Trustee Wilson. Report of Executive Director.
I have no report this month, Mr. Chairman.
Comments from the public? We have one. Mr. Sullivan, I'd like to remind you of the 5-minute rule.
There are many questionable expenditures on this evening's agenda, yet this board only continues to rubber stamp many millions of dollars of questions asked. Specific items. Agenda item number 17, $3 million for repair, replacement, or improvement projects for unnamed facilities. This violates the MSD charter. You can't do business in this matter. You need specific projects. Agenda item number 18, $3 million to ACE Pipe Clean for video and physical inspection of sewers throughout the service area. There's no reason why the district shouldn't be able to do this work. Years ago, district officials even said they would purchase the necessary equipment and would do the work with MSD workers. I think there was even a story in the Post-Dispatch about this. Agenda item number 19, $1.7 million to Trek Design Group for asset investigation and assessments of the sewer system within the district service area. Difficult to understand why the district can't do this work. Agenda item number 20, $2.5 million to ADS Environmental Services, district-wide flow metering and monitoring. Difficult to understand why the district is unable to do this work also. Agenda item number 21, $605,000 to U.S. Geological Survey stream flow monitoring. Difficult to understand why the district is unable to do this work. Agenda item number 22, $800,000 more to Trek Design Group for asset investigation and assessment. District should be able to do this also. Agenda item number 29, $400,000 to Wrights and Gens for design having to do with the River Repair Channel rehab. It's hard to see what design is needed since this is a repair and replacement project. Agenda item number 35, $5.2 million to Tarleton Corporation to rehab deteriorated sections of the River Repair Channel in the city of St. Louis. There's only one bidder for this project, and that is certainly a big red flag. This would seem to indicate there was some problem. Perhaps project specifications were not as clear as they could be, and this scared off bidders. This project might have been best to be rebid. Wrights and Gens was previously given $1 million design contract for this work last year. The firm is doing quite a lot of work for MSD. Agenda item number 42 authorizes MSD to issue $640 million in subordinate wastewater system revenue bonds, state of Missouri's direct program. It would be nice when you get to this item, the Secretary Treasurer could explain this in a way that the average person could understand. Thank you for listening to my comment.
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan. Submissions of public hearing reports,
There are none.
communications,
There are none.
consent agenda items.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chair. The consent agenda is listed as items 10 through 27. However, staff would like to pull item 27. That is would be the adoption of a contract with Ann for actuarial work. However, we were not able to come to a contract agreement, so there is an item in new business 44 for introduction and adoption of contract with Milliman for actuarial services. So I'd like to pull item 27. That makes the consent agenda tonight, items 10 through 26. Is there any board member who would like to pull any other item for a separate vote? Hearing none, is there a motion for adoption?
So moved.
All right, thank you. This is again for items 10 through 26. Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
All right, thank you. I will now move to new business. The first one is item 28, the introduction of ordinance number 16443, authorizing the district to enter into an agreement with Greenwood Cemetery Preservation Association for cost sharing for green infrastructure construction, the CSO volume reduction green infrastructure Greenwood Cemetery project in the city of St. Louis. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 29 is the introduction of ordinance number 16444, a supplemental appropriation of $400,000 from the district-wide stormwater fund to be used for design in the River Repair Channel rehabilitation project in the city of St. Louis, authorizing the sewer district to appropriate additional funds to a contract with Wrights and Gens. Is there a motion for introduction?
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 30, introduction of ordinance number 16445, a supplemental appropriation of $2.5 million from the sanitary replacement fund to be used for sanitary sewer construction in the St. Joachim Sanitary Relief Project in the city of St. Anne. Is there a motion for introduction?
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 31, introduction of ordinance number 16446, appropriating $1.8 million from the sanitary replacement fund to be used for channel stabilization in the Grand Glazed wastewater treatment facility bank stabilization project in the city of Valley Park, authorizing the district to enter into a contract with Fred M. Luth and Sons. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 32, introduction of ordinance number 16447, appropriating $3.8 million from the sanitary replacement fund to be used for sanitary sewer construction in the Smith Creek Ladue Road Sanitary Relief Project in the city of Creve Coeur, and authorizing the district to enter into a contract with Gershenson Construction. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 33, introduction of ordinance number 16448, appropriating $1.15 million from the district-wide stormwater fund to be used for channel stabilization in the Delwood Creek Bank Stabilization West Florissant to Hudson Road project in the city of Ferguson, and authorizing the district to enter into a contract with Kelp Contracting. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner? Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 34, introduction of ordinance number 16449, appropriating $1.55 million from the district-wide stormwater fund to be used for channel stabilization in the Moline Creek Bank Stabilization St. Louis Place to Florissant Road project in the city of Ferguson, authorizing the district to enter into a contract with Waymire Farms. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 35 is the introduction of ordinance number 16450, appropriating $5.25 million from the district-wide stormwater fund to be used for storm sewer construction in the River Depair channel stabilization project in the city of St. Louis, authorizing the district to enter into a contract with Tarleton Corporation. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Wabi.
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 36 is the introduction of ordinance number 16451, authorizing the district to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the city of St. John for cost sharing for municipal stormwater expenditures in the Coldwater Creek OMCI reimbursements program in St. Louis County. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Jumped the gun. Ms. Kisner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 37, introduction of ordinance number 16452, authorizing the district to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the city of Frontenac for cost sharing for municipal stormwater expenditures in the Deer Creek OMCI reimbursements program in St. Louis County. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Wabi.
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 38 is the introduction of ordinance number 16453, authorizing the district to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the city of Olivet for cost sharing for municipal stormwater expenditures in the Deer Creek OMCI reimbursements program in St. Louis County. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 39 is the introduction of ordinance number 16454, authorizing the district into an intergovernmental agreement with the city of University City for cost sharing for municipal stormwater expenditures in the University City OMCI reimbursements program in St. Louis County. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
All right, we have a few introductions and adoptions. First one is item 40, introduction and adoption of ordinance number 16455, authorizing the district to enter into a 3-year contract with IBM for cloud support services. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison? Thank you. Do I hear an objection to the suspension of the rule?
So-
Hearing,
No. Objection, no.
okay, is there a motion for adoption?
So
So
moved.
moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner? Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 41, another introduction and adoption. This is of ordinance 16456, authorizing the issuance of not to exceed $13 million principal amount of subordinate wastewater system revenue bonds from the State of Missouri Direct Loan Program. This is Series 2024B for the purpose of improving, renovating, repairing, and replacing and equipping the district's wastewater system, prescribing the form and details of the bonds and agreements made by the district to facilitate and protect their payment, and prescribing other related matters. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Do I hear an objection to suspension of the rule? Hearing none, is there a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 42, introduction and adoption of ordinance 16457, authorizing the issuance of not to exceed $640 million principal amount of subordinate wastewater system revenue bonds, again from the State of Missouri Direct Loan Program, Series 2024C. This is to fund the fluidized bed incinerator project for the purpose of improving, renovating, repairing, replacing, and equipping district's wastewater system, prescribing the form and details of the bonds and agreements made by the district to facilitate and protect their payment, and prescribing other related matters. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Wabi.
Aye.
Ms. Kistner.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison.
Yes.
Again, do I hear an objection to the suspension of the rule? Hearing none, is there a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Wabi.
Aye.
Ms. Kistner.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison.
Yes.
Item 43 is introduction and adoption of ordinance 16458, authorizing the district to enter a contract with NEPC to act as the employee pension fund investment consultant for the district and provide outsourced chief investment officer services for the district's defined benefit plan and advisory services for the district's deferred compensation and plan and defined contribution plan. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi.
Aye.
Ms. Kistner.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison.
Yes.
Again, do I hear an objection to suspension of the rule? Hearing none, may I get a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi.
Aye.
Ms. Kistner.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison.
Yes.
All right, last intro and adopt. This is introduction and adoption of ordinance number 16459, authorizing the district to enter into a contract with Milliman to provide actuarial services for the district's pension plan, defined contribution plan, deferred compensation plan, accrued sick leave program, vacation accrual, GASB 67 and GASB 68 pension accounting reporting, GASB 75 OPEB reporting, and consultant services. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi.
Aye.
Ms. Kistner.
Aye.
Mr. Evans, sorry.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison.
Yes.
Don't forget your name.
Do I hear an objection to suspension of the rule? Hearing none, is there a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi.
Aye.
Ms. Kistner.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison.
Yes.
All right, we'll move to resolutions. The first one is item 45, adoption of resolution 3914 to exercise option year 1 of a contract previously authorized ordinance 16251. Adopted November 9, 2023, that authorized the district to enter into a contract with Cigna Healthcare to provide dental coverage district-wide. Is there a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi.
Aye.
Ms. Kistner.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison.
Yes.
Item 46, adoption of resolution 3915 to exercise option year 1 of a contract previously authorized ordinance 16250, adopted November 9, 2023. That authorized the district to enter into a contract with Cigna for medical coverage district-wide. Is there a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi.
Aye.
Ms. Kistner.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison.
Yes.
Item 47, adoption of resolution 3916 to exercise option year 2 of a contract previously authorized by ordinance 16249, adopted November 9, 2023, that authorized the district into a contract with National Vision Administrators to provide vision insurance coverage district-wide. Is there a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi.
Aye.
Ms. Kistner.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison.
Yes.
And item 48, adoption of resolution 3917, identifying and designating a civil service commissioner, Marilyn Sims, to serve on the Civil Service Commission of the Metropolitan St. Louis Sewer District per section 8.020 of the charter plan of the district. Is there a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi.
Aye.
Ms. Kistner.
Aye.
Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Watson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Chair, there is no further business tonight.
Motion for adjournment.
So
So
moved.
moved.
Second.
Everyone have a good evening.
You
You
too.
as well.
To you,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.